Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. I started selling on eBay my children's clothes that they've outgrown back in 1999. And that was when eBay, you could put stuff up without any pictures. You could just put it up with a description and things would still sell. You had to print out the label, so you did need a printer. I used to scan all my pictures after I received them back from like CVS or Walgreens. So I would take pictures with my trusty 110 camera and send them away. Was sometimes cheaper. So sometimes I would buy things, source things, take the pictures with my camera. And then if I didn't want to spend the money at CVS or Walgreens to have them printed out, then I would send them away in the mail. I don't know if they still do that. They probably even don't. Just, Kodak, just in the mail. And you would get them back within 2 weeks. And then I would scan those pictures on my trusty scanner and put them on eBay. But a lot of times I just wouldn't even bother with that. I would just describe things really well with no pictures and they would still sell. Wow. 1999, guys. So we're talking 25, 26 years ago. So things have definitely changed, right? If you're a reseller, you know that they have changed. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because something that has not changed are crazy questions people ask and lowballs. I'm going to share just an array of, I went down the rabbit hole, the Reddit rabbit hole, if you know, you know, of other people sharing stories or lowball offers or just crazy questions. A funny thank you note that someone got after purchasing a jacket from someone. And I am going to put these at the end of the videos for you to have a super funny, good laugh. Some of the few things that I've encountered since I've been reselling for so long are questions, basically. Back in the day, it was questions. Even if I had a picture, generally the craziest questions that people want to know is with sneakers, how many times have the laces been tied? That is a question that people want to know. I always use 15 because that's what I come up with. Most people wouldn't know, but I know that everybody always wants an answer, so it's good to just have an answer. I always say 15, about 15. How many times were the shoes worn? Oh, a couple dozen times. That usually sounds good. How many times that hoodie has been zipped? I use a couple dozen times. Usually that's what I usually say because people usually want an answer. Back in the day, they would actually come and purchase it. Now people usually generally ask questions from my experience, never have any intention to buy. And it could be measurement questions. It could be off the wall questions. I think for every 10 questions someone asks, one person comes and rebuys it. So that is discouraging. A lot of people don't even bother answering questions. One of my daughters that resells, she, for the most part, doesn't answer questions. But yeah, so I know they say eBay and Poshmark and other platforms want you to answer questions. Supposedly that makes you seem like a good, worthy reseller or just seller, and your things get boosted in the algorithm. That is what people say, but who knows if it's true or not. So yeah, I usually just answer the questions regardless of how ridiculous. I have people ask me how many times a bra has been worn. I've asked pictures to model the bra. Modeling in general, if there's sandals and, there are some people that like feet. They ask you to model the sandals and they want those pictures of your feet, basically. They have no intention to buy them. I've had people ask me, could I wear socks repeatedly and, and ship them because some people are into that. Yeah, it's just a big no all the way around. But yeah, there are just funny questions. One of my latest funny questions was a man who brought a bra on eBay for his girlfriend, and he proceeded to tell me, I will insert that here. I've already shared it on my channel, but not everybody watches every video, obviously. So that was quite interesting. I wonder if she found out, would she be upset that he was sharing her picture? I didn't reply back, so obviously I did not get any picture, nor did I want any picture of his girlfriend modeling the bra that he purchased for her. Okay, then some other questions that I've been asked or just been told. I did have someone on eBay a few years back tell me that I was a disgrace and that I wasn't worthy of selling men's cowboy boots because I didn't describe them the way that he would have described them, that he is a cowboy boot. What did he say? He called himself a cowboy boot. It meant specialist. It was a cowboy boot something. And I guess how I described them wasn't good. It wasn't like I know about leathers, but I don't know in depth about leathers or brands of cowboy boots. I buy cowboy boots. Actually, in fact, I don't even buy cowboy boots anymore. I used to sell cowboy boots, but I know that with cowboy boots, people are always have, 500 questions. And I don't have the time to answer so many questions. So I just don't even bother picking up cowboy boots anymore. But yeah, he was very, very upset. Like he wrote me 3 paragraphs of me telling me that I was giving the cowboy boots a disservice to the cowboy boots, and that I was being rude and not honoring the cowboy boots. It went on and on. Pretty crazy. What are some other ones that I've had? Let's see, cowboy boots. Oh, I've had a lady, I usually use all the pictures. If eBay allows you 15, 20 pictures, I'm taking 15, 20 pictures. So I take pictures from all angles, upside down, tags, what have you. So I think I had at least 15 pictures of a sequined open front jacket. And someone contacted me and asked if I would take pictures of the jacket standing on a chair. So I don't usually do flat lays. I usually do hanger lays. And so she asked for pictures of the jacket, front, back, and inside out. And I did give them to her, and she did come and buy the jacket, thankfully. But it's just kind of crazy questions. I do think that some people are not meant to be buying things online that they can't return. Obviously, Amazon, everybody knows about Amazon, Walmart, Target. You could buy if you don't like it, you could return. And if you are a reseller, they say that it's best to accept returns. I don't accept returns because of the amount of stuff that I have. I have 3,000 items. And if I was like fine if people returned anything, I would always have 3,000 items. I would never get rid of my inventory. And I'm in the market to sell my things, not hoard it. So yeah, when you get crazy questions, you just have to, sometimes you're in a mood to answer, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you have a good laugh. And in this case, sometimes you screenshot it and then share it to Reddit and everybody could just dissect it together. But just crazy, crazy questions like that people come up with, or they're mad. I had a lady last year, I have a 2-piece set up and it's 100% silk. It's from Australia and I've been sitting on it since 2020 and I'm fine with sitting on it because it's a rare piece. I think I have it listed for 75 or 100. And she said that she's been watching it for over a year, and that she would offer me $25 for it. And yeah, that's just ridiculous that people will watch it until you give them the price that they want. But I donate stuff. Like my time is worth something. And if something is not moving after years and years, that I will keep. But there are certain things that I'm not going to give it to you for beans. I will just donate it. And I know a lot of people do not like that mind frame. Just sell it, that $1 is better than not $1. But no, because if I was making $1, it's not even worth my time wrapping it and sending it to you. Going to the post office, using gas money, wrapping it. I do a very good, thorough job with wrapping. I make everything like an experience. But that said, also, how do you feel about overly wrapping things? That's another question, guys. So questions that I'm curious about if you are a reseller is, what are your crazy questions that you've been asked? And do you take, I don't want to say take pride because, how do you wrap things? Because I always wrap things the way that I would want it to get presented to me. I like the if I'm buying a blouse, I want it to be either in tissue paper or a clear plastic bag, a thank you sticker. I don't necessarily need a card. I know we throw out cards. Sometimes I recycle them actually and use them for other people to not have that added. But I was reading recently the reselling on Reddit, and 9 out of 10 people were saying that they hate getting stickers, that they just throw away stickers. And I give stickers with everything that I sell. I don't care if you're male or female, you're getting some cute little fun stickers. And I get them on AliExpress. A lot of people say that they just throw the stickers out. They don't want a tissue paper. They don't want an extra bag. They don't want a thank you sticker. They definitely do not want a card, and they don't want any extras. And I'm guilty of all the above. And I find it interesting that so many people are, I guess, green. They're green, but to the maximum green, very minimalist. So if I get something, I don't expect anything else except for what I purchased. But I'm always happier to get something if I get a free gift or a sticker or a thank you note, or it looks like I received it and some effort was put into the wrapping. And that could be because I put that effort myself, although we are said to never use ourselves for an example. But I like getting the extras. Most people don't. I've had so many people now say that they don't. So I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to continue or not? Because I've been doing it for so long, giving people extra. In fact, if someone buys a bra and I have a second bra that I've been sitting on the same size, I'll give them that extra bra for a freebie. And I guess maybe I shouldn't. I always do that as a nice gesture, and it's just so kind and sweet, I feel like. But if people are just throwing it out and getting mad that they got something extra that they didn't pay for, then of course it's fruitless. Like, why are we doing it? So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Okay, that is it. Just a little 10-minute video. I will now insert pictures of crazy questions, offers, and that funny thank you note. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.